We are live. Welcome everybody to a very special stream that is long in coming. I don't know how many of you have been following the drama, but we had dates and then they were wrong, and just a lot of things going on behind the scenes, and some of them my fault, and some of them just the process of getting everything worked out. So, but we're here, and I'm very excited to announce that tonight we're launching the Marvel Art of David Finch book. And I think we're going to do that in, would you figure, Jason? Oh, and by the way, before I forget, we have Meredith here. She's behind me.
Hello, Meredith.
Meredith is sick right now, so she got it from me. I was in Abu Dhabi with Jason. Oh, and we have also Jason Schachter here from Essential Sequential. And Jason really has done all of the work along with his team. Putting this whole book together is a ton of work. And he's got so much stuff ready for us tonight, which is really exciting. I'm looking forward to being able to show you guys the book itself and some of the cool stuff that we have to come with it. He's got some giveaways there, some artwork that's probably a little nicer than what I can do here, because these are going to be a little quicker, because I want to be able to get away as many of these as possible. And I've got a list written down of characters that we're going to do. So I'm going to start drawing while I talk. Otherwise, the first giveaway is going to be in an hour. So here we go. I'm doing Cap first. Captain America. So Meredith, go.
What am I supposed to say?
I don't know.
You came home from Abu Dhabi and all you brought me was a stupid cold.
That's right. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
What's your favorite Marvel character?
My favorite Marvel character?
Oh, both you guys.
Oh, and Carlos Mo says...
My favorite Marvel character is... I'm not going to be able to think of her name because I'm sick, Dave, but you have the statue of her.
I have...
With the hooves.
Oh, Magic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She's my favorite Marvel character.
So
I'm not even really going to try with my brain tonight.
before I forget, we have a question, and it scrolled up, so I forget the name, and I apologize. But the way the giveaway is going to work is I'm going to draw these as I'm just about finished. Eric, did I say we have Erick Grove too? Eric, I'm so sorry. I say a person, and then I start talking.
You say Eric. Tell him to go below.
Eric is you guys all know Eric. He's my co-host.
You deserve better, Eric.
On so many of the draw streams and painting streams, a phenomenal painter who is actually doing quite a bit of professional work already. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but he has done a bunch of work for Upper Deck, a bunch of really cool painted stuff. He's got it up on his Instagram, which you guys should check out. And I never say that. We never say that. Check out Erick Grove's Instagram. There's a lot of really great stuff up on there. It's Erick Grove Art at Instagram. I don't know. But Erick Grove Art, if you type that in. Eric with a K. All right. Anyway, I'm going.
Yeah, so the way it works is when Dave's ready to give a drawing away, Nightbot tracks who's been active in the last 5 minutes. So as long as you're active in the chat, especially around the time of the giveaway, we'll run the giveaway and it'll pick a random active user. So. And
we'll give you warning. So we'll say we're almost ready. So say something in the chat, and you just basically spam the chat for 30 seconds or so, and then Eric will run the thing, and then once the name's announced, and we all applaud. I even have. Hold on. Here we go. Did that make noise?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah. So anyway, we'll run that, and then we'll get your address. You'll send it to Eric, and we'll send you out your.
Yeah. In the pinned message in the chat, my email's there. So whoever wins, just send me an email with your name and address, and then I'll get the list ready and send it off to Dave and Meredith.
And Jason has some great giveaways too. A lot of really cool stuff. Some books, some art, some nice stuff. We were kind of debating on what to give away before this, and I was saying no for everything because I want to keep it all. Yeah, we also have some calendars from Meredith. Oh no, we're giving away. Come on, and we have Dan Lassard here, and he's super chatted.
Chat for $5 to say, "Hey, Meredith, Dave, Eric, and the rest of the flock. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to Dan."
I'm heading over to Dan's place on Wednesday. So Dan watched the stream. We had, by the way, if you guys missed it, We just did a stream with Greg Staples, who is a legend. I mean, he's incredible, and he painted Judge Dredd beautifully with acrylics, entirely acrylics. I mean, no colored pencil, no tricks, no nothing, just paint and paper, and really amazing stuff. And so we're going to kind of go through that. So this is where it's too bad you're so far away, Eric, because you should come back too. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun. We're going to do that on Wednesday. Can't wait.
Dan Genovese says Meredith should create a calendar of all her pledges.
Dan.
Well, actually, Dan, did you bring one down?
No. I'll run up when we're ready.
Hold on, let me text Isaac and tell him to bring one down.
Okay.
Eric, are you drawing anything tonight?
No, it's David giving away some art, and I'll help run Nightbot and get the giveaways going.
Next time we do, because eventually at some point I want to do the next Monday Night Draw book, and we'll have to try and pressure Eric to do some artwork for that one.
I just put the link of the Kickstarter in the chat. So if you click on it, once we go live in about 15 minutes, you'll be able to be the first to get all the goodies.
Yeah. And we even have a video.
We have a video.
Which was...
Jason put together a fancy video.
Yes, beautiful. And I mean, I did the hard work because I had to talk. It took me, 5 minutes. It took Jason months. And it's putting it together. And then there's a lot of approval stuff that happened too. I mean, this is Marvel Comics, and they have a very high standard. They know what they want, and we worked very hard to make sure that they were very, very happy with this book. So, and that was part of making sure that everything was ready to go, is just making sure that that they were good with it, and everybody was ready. So
Locus asks, what size nib is that? That's a 01 micron. You're using a 01 there, right?
Yeah, this is an 01. It's the only one I ever use. Now, not to say that this is the only one you should ever use, but I can't use a smaller one because I get too detailed, which, should be a good thing, but I take too long as it is. So I try and limit myself, and I do that by using an 01. If I want to go thicker, I use these. And this is a Tombow.
Yeah.
Who are you drawing? Captain America.
Yeah, Captain America.
Self-portrait of Dave.
Do you have a favorite character, Dave?
Yeah, well, okay. You know what? It's hard for me to just say a favorite character. Barrett's on the phone talking to Isaac. You might as well just say it.
Isaac, hold on. Isaac, bring me down a calendar from the front door.
Yeah, JDSET said what I was going to say after. It's Captain Canada.
JDST says what?
Captain Canada. Because I said you were drawing a self-portrait of Captain America, and I was like, no, it's probably Captain Canada. But
These are all going to be Marvel characters. I can't do a Marvel Art of David Finch book and do anything other than a Marvel. What I will say, so we have, these are from Monday Night Draw, and Jason had all these printed up. I still have, this is how many I have left. I'm kind of running out. But we have some for this book. Unfortunately, I don't have them in my hand, so I'm doing these on the Monday Night Draw books. But next time, I'll be doing them on the other ones.
We can make some just, David Finch ones for future.
I guess we should. I could put the little bird logo on there. Be nice.
You should totally do that. Are you saying Monday Night Draw's done?
No, I'm not saying it's done, but then, I'm not in a position of using the wrong thing for the wrong, whatever.
You'll always be Monday Night Draw.
Yeah.
While you're doing that, do you want to give away one of the books that we have here?
Yeah, let's do that.
What should we do first? Spidey?
All right, yeah. So this is an exclusive comic that we did This year we had them in San Diego and New York and Abu Dhabi last weekend, and other places. So
It's Amazing Spider-Man number 35 with a little Spider-Man remark.
Very nice. I think the chat understands the assignment because everyone is chatting.
Including Allison McGlone with a super chat for $1.99 saying, "Can you draw magic, please?"
oh, let me add that to the list. And by the way, yeah, I want to mention, I see we have Dan Genovese here and Henry Jeremix here. We have Lance Boyes here. I saw him a bit ago, and
We have all the usual suspects. Art,
Great.
King,
Yeah.
okay.
Kenny Wing, Dennis Kelly. Where's my calendar?
So how long do people have to chime in to win the comic?
Well, how long, Eric? You figure?
I have a bit of a problem with Nightbot here. It's not loading eligibility, so I don't know what's going on. But normally we roll it if it's over like 200 active users. But for some reason, Nightbot is not working. The chat's working. It's just not loading eligible users.
Well, and no worries about continuing to say anything in the chat, just because the more you text, it doesn't actually increase chances, and it's over the course of 5 minutes, so you guys are all good. So once Eric gets that worked out, I'm sure we'll be ready to go.
All right. Well, that's the first one. You want previews of the other stuff so everyone knows to stick around?
Oh, and actually, you know, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? Oh, it's all the way over here. I've got too many things on my desk, so here. So can you show them the Spider-Man?
Oh, yeah. Here it is.
Spider-Man, there it is. And it comes with a little sketch of Spider-Man appropriately. So there you go. So yeah, that is our first giveaway. All right.
This is the first time I've seen this happen.
Of course, it would be tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I guess if whoever wins it wants it CGC, we can do that too. But that's just an additional whatever the CGC fees are, if you're so inclined.
Yeah, we'll cover shipping. And we're shipping all around the world, by the way. So it gets expensive, but you know what? It's also, this is for the book, but it's also for the channel. It's for you guys. So wherever you are, we will ship it. But yeah, CGC or anything like that obviously is a whole different thing.
And I do still have some Finch stickers left. Where are they? That will pop in there.
Nice.
Because who doesn't like stickers?
I need another place to put my stickers. Eventually, you fill up the thing you're putting all your stickers on, and need to find
All
something
right,
else.
Dave. So I think I know what was wrong. Hopefully, it doesn't start banning anyone like it did last time.
Yeah, I remember that.
I used to have a sticker book when I was in middle school or elementary school. Did you used to have one of those back in the day?
Yeah, I remember those. And you used to collect them and trade them, and
Yeah, little puffy ones. My favorite ones were the Smurfs.
oh man, I remember. And getting a puffy sticker was like, wow, it's pretty special.
Yeah.
To be young again.
All right. Do we have a winner, or we're still?
Oh, I'm still trying to get it working here. Hopefully, it's sold.
And once we have it worked out, it'll just be working. So.
All right. Well, in the meantime, where was it? Someone was asking what kind of brush pen you're using.
Oh, this is a Pentel. If it is actually a Pentel, I don't know because it's all written in Japanese on the pen. But if you go to Amazon, and this is how I find them, so I can only really tell you how I get them. But if you go to lighting, geez, man, I'm forgetting how to draw. If you go to Amazon and just type in Pentel brush pen, it won't come up first, but it will come up, and that's how I always find them. If I had more of an accurate name, I'm sure they'd come up earlier. But you can also get them at jetpens.com, which is great. JetPens has everything.
Are you getting stickers for this, by the way? Or not stickers, the Finch pins again?
Jason made new Finch pins, and they're a different color. Like they're different than they were.
Kelly asked, so I was away getting a calendar.
Yeah, you're wasting your time trying to get the kid to do it.
Oh, he's playing Fortnite.
Oh, is that what he's up there yelling? I'm like, what is going on?
He's playing Fortnite.
Okay. I can
Playing the
hear him up there freaking out. Okay.
Yeah, we have a new pen with a backing card just for the Kickstarters.
All right. We have 84 eligible users, so it's finally populated. I think if everyone can be a bit more active, maybe we can get that above, let's say 150, and then I can roll for the Spider-Man comic.
Does it say how many people are in the chat now?
In just about 15 minutes, I figure, right? I think.
Well, it's 8:16 now.
All right, so it's rising pretty rapidly. I think we should be good here in a minute.
I gotta say, if I wasn't on the stream right now, I already would have went upstairs and yelled at him like, "Shut up!"
He never does this.
No, he really doesn't. So it's unusual for him to be yelling.
Right. I'm gonna go ahead and roll for the Spider-Man comic. And,
Okay.
Here we go. So Lucas Hennix.
Wait, hold on. Congratulations, Lucas. Make sure to send Erick your information, and we'll
get it out to you.
Yeah, my email's in the pinned message in chat. Just email me. Let me know that you want a Spider-Man comic. Just give me your name and address, and yeah, it'll get off to you. Congrats.
There we go. We have our first winner. I like that we have extra stuff because normally, it would be another 15 minutes before we'd even get there. So it's good.
Man, I was sweating there. I don't know why this was not working. Okay.
Your beard was too big. It was getting in the way.
I'll tell you what.
Look at Eric is like, you just need to make that beard white, Eric. And then we'll just, next year you can play Santa.
Yeah, there we go.
Fully bearded now.
I'm sure Brooklyn will help me dye it.
Oh yeah, I bet she'd be all over that.
Yeah.
So we are giving away some art, original art with the Kickstarter. There's a golden ticket. Actually, there's going to be a few golden tickets. If you guys would like to see what those are.
Yeah, that would be great.
Awesome. We have a Venom painting.
Ooh.
Will be one of the winners.
Hold on.
Oop.
Okay.
Well, bam.
There it is.
That's a small on a Monday night
Yep.
draw card. There is a zombie because who doesn't love zombies?
Yeah.
And one of the bigger ones is a Rocket Raccoon illustration.
You guys remember that one, right?
That was on a Monday night draw, yeah.
Yeah, that was Monday Night Draw. Just about a month and a half, 2 months ago. So there you go. That one.
So those are the B ones. Maybe
Is not wasn't on our
some of the goodies.
not.
Yes, it was. That's right. Yeah, it was a very special stream. So,
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it'd be nice to see that one go to a good home.
Maybe another giveaway while we're waiting.
All right, fine.
Well,
I want to say, hey, I'll be ready, but you know what? I need a few more minutes here. As I go along through the night, these get faster. I drew these smaller, like this is a smaller size. I figured, this will go a little easier. Like forgetting how to draw.
What have you been doing since the week for the week we left you?
I've been working on my book.
Yeah.
The book that, will never end. And that I promised I would be finished months and months ago.
All right, so the next one is a Turtles book, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh.
And it is remarked and sketched. And this one's a virgin edition, so there's only 100 copies of these made, I believe.
Wow.
And that one, that one comes with a thumbprint. That's totally the one. So we were just talking about it.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So we went to, this is in San Diego or New York. It was in New York, and they had like a whole tray of food, and I was eating some food, and anyway, I got a thumbprint on there. So
So you know it's legit. It's your signature.
yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah.
So this one is up for grabs.
Well, we have 207 eligible users. If you want to roll for something, Jason, we can certainly do that.
It's up to you. You're the boss. And it can be graded in CGC if you like. That's an additional cost for whatever CGC charges, but we'll ship out worldwide.
So those two paintings, Dave, those are gonna be for tonight as well?
No, those are going to be included in the Kickstarter, right? With a
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yep, those are the golden tickets that we're going to insert.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
A few of the lucky supporters.
Makes sense. Glad I didn't roll there.
So it's a little bit after. It's 8:21. Do you want to launch it at 8:30? Do you want to finish? You want to do it after you finish Captain America?
Yeah, let me finish this one and then we can do it. And if you want to roll, we can, because the next roll will be for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book.
Yeah, I think since it's so high right now, we may as well. There's 216 eligible users. So yeah, let me go ahead and see who the winner is.
All right.
That is Max Hart.
Max Hart.
Yep.
Congratulations, Max.
Way to go, Max.
Oh, did I hit the button even? There we go. I think I hit it and I turned it off. Let's do it again. Okay. Yeah, congratulations. And like we said the first time, just make sure to get your information to Eric and we'll get it sent out. By the way, all these will be sent out so much faster than we have done in the past, because normally it's a little bit left to me to send these out, and I'm not the most on the ball kind of person on the face of the earth. I gotta be honest. I'm sure you guys know that. But Jason is very much on the ball, and he'll be sending out most of this stuff.
Yeah, if you get Eric your information tonight, and he gets it to me in the morning, I'll ship them out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay, Max, if you can just email me, my email address is in the pinned comment. Just give me your address, and yeah, I'll send it off to Jason.
And yeah, all the giveaways will have some stickers, whatever I have left. There's a handful left, and we have some 4x6 prints of was it Pestilence? Was your character? Blight.
Blight.
Right. So we'll give some of those away as well.
I could have used Pestilence. You just change the spelling if somebody else is already using it.
Oh, that's right.
And I really wanted to put umlauts on Blight, like heavy metal kind of umlauts, but I didn't know how to do that typing, so I left them out. You know how to do that, Eric?
Well, Wayne's in here. Hey, Wayne.
What's that, Dave?
Like Motley Crue, the umlauts over the...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to do that for Blight, but I didn't know how to type that in, and it never ended up happening.
Someone had asked how Abu Dhabi was.
It was incredible. It was beautiful. It was warm. I mean, we're in winter right now. So before the stream, Meredith and I put the horses in tonight. It's really cold tonight. It's been warm, but relatively. So yeah, to be a week in Abu Dhabi, I sat by the pool a little bit. We went to this Michelin star food event, with all these food vendors. I had an incredible burger. Yeah, it was really good. Jason was there. I got to meet Matteo Scalera. He was there.
Stelfreeze was there.
Brian Stelfreeze was there. So yeah, it was an absolute blast. looking forward to going back. I'm hoping they'll have me back. And it was run, by the way, by Fletcher Kufong from. Did I say that right? I'm sorry, Fletcher, if I didn't. Whenever I talk about Fletcher, I never say his last name, and it's a tough one. But he was with DC Comics for a long time in talent relations, and so I know him really well. And I mean, he's somebody that I've bored to tears more than once at conventions talking about whatever I'm upset about. I'm an artist. This is what we do. So having him be the guy that was really running point for that show it just made it really, really comfortable. He's great. So yeah, it was a really amazing show. And my luggage showed up there, came down the conveyor belt, and on the way home. So I mean, you can't beat that for a trip.
You didn't forget it at the hotel or the?
Yeah, I was in Detroit. The show just previous, I was in Detroit, and I left my bag. Fortunately, Detroit's so close. I only had one day of clothes, so I lost a day of clothes.
They still have it for you, by the way. She emailed me. So,
See, yeah, and I need to go and pick it up, and I haven't done it. And I'm like, it's fine. It's one day,
someone in chat was asking how to submit for the giveaways. Eric, you want to?
Yeah, so just be active in the chat. The way Nightbot runs the giveaway, the way we have it set up at least, is whoever's been active for the last 5 minutes is eligible. So just stay active in the chat, and when we're ready to give something away, you can. It's that time where you're allowed to legally spam. So just go ahead and do that when we're ready to give away. And Max, you haven't emailed me yet. Hopefully you heard that in the pin chat. The pin message in the chat is my email address. Just go ahead and send me an email so we can get you locked in.
So I'm drawing this picture right now, and by the way, I'm finished. So let's do this one. When you're ready, Eric.
Sure. So it's 156 eligible users. I'm sure we can get that up a bit. It should happen here in a second.
So I wanted to talk though about my time at Marvel. Now I've been at Marvel also since, and I've done a bunch of covers and a bunch of things, like the Spider-Man comic that we just gave away. But I was at Marvel exclusively for almost 10 years. It was 9 years, all told. The first thing that I did there was, now I had been coming from Top Cow. I've told you guys this story before, but I'd been coming from Top Cow, and I was so unreliable with deadlines. The first thing they put me on was it was like a 12-page short story, and they said you need to get 6 pages done in a week, and then 6 pages done the next week. And I did 2 of those stories before they were willing to try me on an actual book. So my first book was The Call, which none of you guys remember, I'm sure. If any of you guys remember that book, I'll be shocked. But it was firemen, policemen, and EMS workers. And it was after 9/11. So it was a pretty poignant book they put out kind of in response to 9/11. So that was my first real Marvel book. And then from there, I went on to X-Men with the same editor. I was with Ralph Macchio, who was my editor for almost half the time I was at Marvel. So are we ready?
Yeah, I think we're ready. Let's roll it. Here we go. Wayne Massot.
Wayne. We know Wayne.
Congratulations, Wayne.
Congrats.
Oh, dang, it's a lot. I hit the sad trombone. Hold on. I hit the wrong button. There we go. Sorry.
I'm not hearing anything, Dave. Is that your soundboard?
Really not? Dang it. Okay, let me try this again. Tell me if you can hear it now.
It's very faint.
I need to get this thing figured out. At least it made some sound.
It was a little
Other than,
What I can hear the car crash sound like normal.
Next time I'm just going to applaud. There you go. All right.
Wayne Massot, send me an email. My email is in the pinned message in the chat.
Hey, Dave, can you write Wayne's name on the back of that one so I know where to send it?
Sure.
Perfecto.
All right. So the next one I'm going to do for Allison McGlone because I think that was a great choice. And good luck, Allison. Is Magic.
Oh.
So Jason Wayne says that he'll pick it up from you at OAX.
All right.
Oh, great. Well, that works out.
Yeah,
I'll see you there. All right.
It is 8:30, David. We finished that cap. Do you want to launch the?
Oh, yeah, let's do that now. Okay.
Are we ready?
I have a feeling we may have lost Meredith.
Uh-oh.
She is gone. Her computer is gone. She may have went to bed.
Well, yell really loudly and see if she responds.
Well, you know what? She's been pretty quiet tonight. She's feeling sick, so if she went to bed, I can't blame her.
No.
All right.
All right, we're launching. Let's see. All right, it's live. So
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Hang on. Let me share my screen here. So I'm going to refresh. Here we go. It's live. So, and we have a video, which I've been dying to show you guys. So I'm going to do that now. I'm David Finch. I've been a comic book artist for almost 30 years. Been with Marvel for years and years. My first Marvel project was X-Men. And X-Men is really the stuff that got me into comics. That was the book that I first saw and just made me a big comic fan. All of the old classic X-Men stuff with John Byrne and Chris Claremont. And then I did Avengers, which is another classic Marvel comic. And it was a huge thrill to do. I did Moon Knight, a character that I think more people know about now than they did when I did the book. They had a great TV show, so that was a big one for me. The Marvel art of David Finch has a range of the different work that I did over 10 years at Marvel, and then over the years since, covers and some different things. It's got X-Men and Avengers and Moon Knight and some Hulk pictures. I'm a huge Hulk fan. Basically every character you can think of, practically. I'm sure you can beat me on that one, but I've got a lot in there. And yeah, it's some of my favorite work, the work that I'm most proud of. We try to keep it down to the work that I think really represents that period of my career the most. I'm very, very excited about this. It has so much work that I'm incredibly proud of, and a bunch of other things, a lot of other things. And it's all in the book. Thank you to all of you for your support for this project, and really for my career. I love what I do. I wake up every morning and I get to draw pictures, and it's because of you. So thank you very,
Yay!
There it is. That was awesome.
That was good. And you thought you weren't doing well with the video.
Yeah, well, it's always a little bit awkward for me. I'm not really the most, TV polished person on earth.
Well, Dave, in the time span of that video, you have 41 backers, so that's great.
Wow.
And yeah, everyone there, the link is in the pin message. Definitely back it, and yeah, get on top of that.
41 people already. I don't even know what to say. Thank you very much, all you guys. I mean, that's incredible.
Lovely. That was a good video.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's professional production right there.
Our buddy Leo did it during San Diego. We took a little break and were able to take some time to record David, which was cool.
Yeah.
And we hit our goal. So congratulations.
Wow. It is 5 minutes in, and we hit the goal. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah, congratulations, Dave. That's awesome.
Thank you, everybody. Really, I don't even know what to say. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what to say. That's awesome. Thank you very much.
well, we do have some stretch goals, which I guess we should hit tonight.
Looks like it.
Let's see, what are we going to do? We've got this. Well, the first one is what? The 4x6 print. So that'll be coming up soon.
4x6 print. What's it of?
The cover art.
Oh, nice. Okay. I really should know this. In case that sounded like a canned, what is it? And I knew? No, I didn't know. And I've been updated on all this stuff too, by the way. Yeah.
We'll add some other cool stuff. Maybe some more Finch stickers. We'll find some other goodies, I think. One of the things I'm most excited about, by the way, is the 18x20 silkscreen print of Moon Knight.
That is the one I'm most excited about by far. And this is the Moon Knight #1 cover.
Was it #1 where he's sitting on the by the neon sign?
No.
That's not I forget which number that is. I just know the image.
That is a Moon Knight #1 cover. That one, I'm always torn because that one is either my favorite or it's the issue 1 cover to Moon Knight, the run that I did, or there's one I've got Moon Knight and he's got like his fists in front of his face and it's all covered in blood, and
Jason, I see a few people mention that there's no option for remark on the plate.
Their add-on. It's an add-on. Let's see. Where is it?
I think it was Philip Cotrone. He said he was the first backer. He didn't see it. There's quite a few people who would like that option.
Maybe it didn't get activated. Let's see. Limited edition signed book plate, Finch T-shirt.
Oh, right.
Right.
I never even thought to scroll down on the rest. You know what? Here, let me do that really quickly. Shoot. Okay. Hang on.
Oh, you know what? You're right. The remark's not in there. I got to put that on there.
I always normally show some of the rest of the campaign. So there's the book, beautifully hardbound with a what do you call it? It's a dust cover.
Mm-hmm. So we had some feedback from the last Kickstarter.
Me holding a chicken. Who picked that picture?
The hardcovers will only be available via Kickstarter. There will be a convention book, which will be a soft cover. So these are the only ways to get the hardcover books.
All right. And there's the Moon Knight picture. That's the Moon Knight #1. Ultimatum with a fold-out. I mean, the book has a fold-out, which is very, very cool. Ultimatum, the most controversial book I've ever done. Let's see. We have limited edition signed book plate with remark. You know what? I can't promote my own stuff. It's the worst. I'm much better when it's somebody else's thing. A new Finch Flock logo T-shirt that's silver, which looks very cool. A print set. There it is. And I mean, it's a better picture. So I'm glad we did that one for the print. Limited edition Marvel canvas print. This is the X-Men 200 cover. My favorite picture that I've ever done. I was happy with the picture, but just in terms of, it was so special to me. X-Men is what got me into comics. So this is a really big one for me. And it was kind of right smack dab in the middle of my run with Marvel. Some prelims. Actually, that's the prelim for the cover for the book right there. And stretch goal stuff, which there's the pin, by the way. Yeah, so there you go. All right, let's go back. for
I'm
a while.
adding the Remark edition or the Remark book plates because that obviously wasn't put in for some reason. So give me a moment to add those.
All right. And we did totally lose Meredith. She is gone.
Uh-oh.
She's upstairs being sick. So not literally being, you know what I mean? She's feeling sick, not being sick. But she left the dog down here, so that's good news.
All right. So there's only 50 available of the Remarks, right?
Yeah. So the way the remarks work for me, so this is me, not really you guys, I guess, but the last book that we did, I went to Jason's house and drew them all over the course of a couple of days. And it really is the only way to do it because otherwise your remark will come in 10 years. So the nice thing is they all, if you order a remark, you know that it'll reliably show up in a reasonable amount of time.
Well, you have over 100 backers.
Wow. Yeah. This is going so much better than I hoped. So thank you, everybody, very, very much.
Definitely well deserved. How many pages is the book, Jason?
That's a good question. I know it's somewhere. I think it's like 80 to 100. It's about 100 pages.
That's awesome.
I could swear it's at 80 pages.
About 80 pages. My brain's a little bit mushed, but I can double check. I'm just adding this.
Ryan C. Jason's, I think he activated the remarks, so you should be able to.
No, I'm just putting it up now.
Oh, okay.
And it's giving me some grief. So we're going to create a new item. All right, sorry, guys.
All right. I've forgotten how to draw entirely. This is why I always sketch things in with my thin pen first. So when I make a mistake, it's easy to erase or white out.
Erick Bowker wants to know if you get to pick the remark character.
No. Unfortunately not, because then it just takes a little bit extra time. We'll take some requests, though. What we did last time is we gave David a list of 50 characters to pull from.
Right. Well, the last thing I want to do is 50 Wolverine remarks. As much as I love Wolverine, or 25 Moon Knight and 25 Wolverine, that is really leave me to my own devices, and that's what will end up happening. So it'll have a broad range, and you know what? Such a great thing about Marvel is there are just so many characters that pretty much whoever you get. There's, Daredevil and Ghost Rider and Punisher and all the X-Men characters and all the Avengers characters, Fantastic Four. You guys all know. It's a lot.
It's got to be somewhat interesting, right? We'll find some deep cuts, some interesting characters to put in there. Sorry, it's giving me a little bit of a issue. Okay, here we go. I knew I forgot to do something.
Nobody's talking. We're all typing.
Sorry, I want to make sure.
All right. That's on me. I should be talking at least a little bit. And I was talking about Ralph Macchio, who was my longest time editor that I had at Marvel. He was at Marvel for over 30 years when I started working with him. And this would be in 2001, a long time ago. He was there for so long that he worked with Stan Lee. So I heard stories from him stories from throughout Marvel's history, like the very beginnings of John Buscema working at Marvel, all the way through to John Buscema. So apparently, there was a time that some young Marvel artists were in the studio, and they were learning from an older Marvel artist, just some tricks and some techniques, which was a great thing that they were doing for the young talent. This would be early 80s, I guess, and so John Buscema was there showing some young artists how to draw, and one of the young artists asked him to draw on, what, I'm going to kill the story. And I used to know what this was, but like the craziest thing you could possibly imagine. And they were just trying to stump him with anything they could think of, like Silver Surfer jumping into a pool while drinking coffee, or just dumb. I made that up, unfortunately, because my memory is so bad. But the artist that was trying to stump him was Frank Miller. He was learning from John Buscema at the Marvel office, which, to work with an editor that has so much experience, he can tell you stories like that. Another, all my favorite stories were John Buscema, and most of the stories I heard because that's what I always wanted to hear. I'm a huge fan. Apparently, John Buscema was working on Conan. He did, a famous run on Conan. It was some amazing work, and for a lot of it, he was basically doing roughs. And various inkers were getting his work. Alfredo Ancala did a ton of it, like really, really beautiful finishes, incredible stuff. I got to meet Alfredo and Alcala long time ago now. He's passed away quite a while ago, so I feel very fortunate I got to meet him. But another inker apparently got his work, and he refused to return it. And he said he's not going to ink it. Like, he wouldn't ink it, and he burned his working relationship with Marvel just so he could keep the John Buscema rough, because they were so beautiful. He just couldn't. He said he didn't want to do it, and that was the end of it. Anyway, a story I heard from Ralph Macchio.
So the remarks have been added, by the way.
Okay, great.
And there was a question if there's an age limit or requirement for winning any of the items.
I don't know. Should there be? Is that
no? It's open to everybody.
Okay.
Right.
As far I would think, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to be on YouTube doing something we shouldn't be doing, So truthfully,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. I don't think so. You know what? We'll risk it. What's the worst they could do? Famous last words. During most of the time that I was with Ralph Macchio, I was working with Bendis. We did Ultimate X-Men together, which was Bendis' first time ever doing a team book. Because he was very, very famous at the time for having done his own creator-owned work, like Jinx and Torso and some really amazing stuff. I want to say at Dark Horse. I still have the books. I should just look. But he went to Marvel and started doing Daredevil, which was such an incredible book with Alex Maleev, among others. And then he started writing Spider-Man. I think, my opinion, or look, it's my favorite Spider-Man run with Mark Bagley, who to this day, my Spider-Man, whenever I draw him, is my best attempt at doing Mark Bagley Spider-Man.
Such a great run.
Yeah, it's really great stuff. And it actually, Bendis worked on you remember the Spider-Man cartoon that came out, I don't know, 10 years ago or so?
The 90s one?
No, this would be more recent.
Spectacular.
I'm so bad with names that I don't remember, but there was a really great Spider-Man cartoon that Bendis produced and did a lot of the writing for and a lot of the stuff for. So Anyway, we did X-Men together. It was his first team book. So before we did Avengers and before he did, Secret Invasion, so many different things. I mean, I have no idea how many massive books he's done since then. But so it was, kind of for me, it was my first chance to work on X-Men, which was my dream. And for him, it was, I think, the stress of trying to make it work.
Ultimate Spider-Man, right?
Ultimate, yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, appropriately, Ultimate Spider-Man. So, and then we went to Avengers. I did Avengers Disassembled with Bendis, and that was with Tom Brevoort, who was, I think, in a lot of ways, my favorite editor that I've worked with. He was a bit of a tougher editor. Like he was much more, and it's so we were talking to Greg Staples, Eric and I, and he was telling us stories about what it was like working at 2000 AD, and they could be very harsh. If they didn't like what you did, they would tell you, they would make you change it. It was a tough place. Marvel, they were so nice and accommodating. I think they would put up with a lot that they didn't really like because they don't, I think it's like if you're generally happy, you leave it alone. But I was drawing these heads with like the top of my head. If you look at some of the Avengers Disassembled work, the top of my characters' heads is way, way too short, and they look so odd. But I didn't see it, which is how it goes, And so I got the lecture from Tom Brevoort. He said, you need to fix that. And the minute he pointed it out, and I looked, and I was angry, of course, because that's what I never take it well, but. Then I couldn't unsee it, and I wished I could go back for like a year's worth of work and fix it, but it's not how it goes when you're doing monthly comics. So, he was.
Erick Bowker asks, does the $50 version come unsigned?
Yes.
Okay.
And the book size is 9 by 13 and a half. So they're all going to be similar to the Arthur Adams book in size. So they're part of, by the way, these are licensed Marvel books. So these are all officially licensed. So the hardcover will be 9 by 13 or so in that ballpark.
So hopefully Max is still in the chat. Max Hart. I still haven't got an email from you. If you're listening, please email me.
What happens if he doesn't email you? Who does it go to?
We might have to re-roll at the end. I'm not sure. Because there's no way for me to know after the stream.
Well, let's give him some time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to be finished with this one in just about another 5 minutes, but maybe we could do another book or something.
Sure. Let me grab one.
And again, to all the winners, my email address is in the pinned message in the YouTube chat. If you win, email me all your details. I've just got an email. Let's see. And it's Max. Good. All right.
Oh, good.
Max
See?
got it?
We just have to wait.
There we go.
All right. So I have another Turtles. Should we do the Turtles? Another Turtles?
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
All right. So it's another Virgin remarked Ninja Turtles book.
All right. Everyone can get active in the chat. And
So they only made, I think, about 100 of these copies. So there's not too many out.
And this is a very special edition, this one, because this is a turtle with another turtle smaller growing out of his head. So you don't get that everywhere.
What are they called again?
Like a vestigial twin.
yeah, there we go.
You ever see the Family Guy episode where Peter had the little
That's a good one.
Peter growing out of his neck?
It
That's what it is.
is, yeah.
These are what the book plates look like, by the way, with Moon Knight on them. So this is what will be included.
That's awesome.
Oh, hold on. Awesome.
So, and there's only 50 of the drawings that'll be made available, and the other signed book plates will just have, have a little bit different art on them.
Very nice.
Yay!
All right, let's see. All right, let's go ahead and roll for that one. Derek Townley. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Eric. I'm not going to try and run the applause, but I will applaud. Congratulations. So yeah, again, just email Eric. The information is in the chat at the top of the chat. Is that right?
Yeah. It's a pinned message at the top of the YouTube chat. Just email me there, Derek.
Oh, what was the name of the
Derek Townley.
Derek? Okay.
Yeah. And it looks like he received the message. I can see when the winner responds, so that's great. It's definitely
He's on the ball.
Yep.
All right. And this one is just about finished, so I think we could do this one. Whenever you're ready, Eric.
All right.
We're working the Nightbot, chatbot, whatever. Nightbot, right? Is that what it is? Anyway,
Yeah.
We're working it hard.
I think you can rename it. We should rename it Finchbot or something.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Let's see. Let's give it a few more seconds. I'm pretty sure we can get eligible users just a little bit higher. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and roll for magic.
All right. And you guys all know this, I know, but just in case there's somebody that's come in and doesn't know, in order to be eligible, you have to chat within 5 minutes of the roll.
Yep.
So Eric populates the list of eligible people, and then and that all comes from people that are in the chat.
Yeah.
Chatting. So you can just write, anything. Well, not anything,
All right. Here we go. Let's see. Moonlight.
Congratulations, Moonlight. Way to go. So that is going to be magic. And that one is finished. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on the back for you. And
so Moonlight, if you can just email me with your name and address and what you want, and get that added to the list. Congratulations.
all right. So
Someone was asking, the preliminary add-ons have sold out,
okay.
but I'll check to see in the flat files if there's any others that we can pop in there.
All right. Well, and that's awesome that they're sold. So thank you everyone for that too. It's great. I'm going to do Wolverine for this one. I mean,
Why not?
gotta have a Wolverine.
Did you download Call of Duty, by the way, while we're
Yeah.
all right, so out there?
I haven't had a chance to play it. I've been too busy, but yeah, I've got it downloaded. So now we were talking about this. I can't play Call of Duty. You play Call of Duty, right, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't play it because I'm not good enough. But I am going to do what you've been doing, Eric, which is, and well, both you guys. I'm going to be doing the zombies.
To worry about other human players.
Right.
Yeah.
Add me on. I'm on Xbox, so anyone out there, I need some squad mates to play because I'm tired of playing with these randoms that
Well, that's
get
the
me
worst.
killed. They get me killed every time, and I lose all my junk in the ethereal Xbox.
Yeah, and it is cross-platform. So
Oh, there you go.
yeah.
You got to know though, if you're playing with me, I'll get all your stuff taken away. I will die in a minute, and
So have you made it into the? So you've gone into like the red zone, Jason, and have you gone into tier 4?
I haven't got T4. I got into a tier 3 for a minute, and then I got nailed pretty hard.
Yeah.
I made it in once, and then I got some cool stuff and made it out. But the last few guys, they just left me to die.
Well, let me know. I'll gladly run with competent players. You're right. There's nothing worse than you just don't know who you're going to team up with.
Well, if there's anyone else out there, I'm JBolt14 on Xbox. So just
there you go.
send me an invite. I need some reliable wingmen, I guess, or wing woman, wing persons.
Wing persons.
Wing peeps.
It's like a spokesperson, a wing person.
Okay, so Derek Townley. I think we have everyone except Moonlight. and then Wayne is picking it up at OAX.
Well, you're just going to bring all these to OAX, or you're going to mail them out to me this week?
I'll mail them out because that's OAX. By the way, that is the original Art Expo, and it's at the end of January. So I don't want to make you guys wait all the way to the end of January. We won't do that to you. So I'll get in the car and I'll get these out. So you'll have them as quickly as possible.
Before the end of the year.
Yes.
We are doing another live stream on Thursday, right?
That'll be on Comic Art Fans YouTube channel.
Yeah, which should be a lot of fun. Eric and I will be there. Jason will be there, and we're going to be talking about the OAX convention coming up. So it should be a lot of fun.
I was going to say, Dave, we're taking a small commission list on the show to do at OAX. Eric, are you going to do any commissions?
Yes, yeah, I've got some. There's still quite a few available, but I got some that I need to be working on soon.
So you are going to be taking some more. So like maybe on Thursday we can do that too. Yeah. All right. So
OAX is in Orlando, Florida. Asking. So if you go to comicartfans.com, I think you can find information there on who's attending and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, and let's see the OAX.
The lineup. Yeah, it's a pretty good lineup.
Yeah, I think it's my hope is that it's really going to take off and be like a big yearly event for artists. I mean, comic art, the value of it has been really skyrocketing for quite a few years. And, you know, we'll have some pauses in it rising when the economy gets a little bit bad or other things happen. But for the most part, over year, if you look at it long term, it's gone from, being able to buy a page from Rob Liefeld in the 90s for, who knows, not much. I mean, a lot, a decent amount. But compared to now, what that stuff is worth. Did you see his arguably infamous? I mean, his Captain America with the big chest, something that he took so much flack for. How much did that sell for? Did you see that?
Over $100,000, right?
It was pretty up there.
130, 140, something like that.
You know what? Rob Liefeld gets the last laugh, and good for him.
Well, he's leaning into it. I think he's really enjoying it.
You know what? There are so many different ways that you can value comic art, I think, and one of them, of course, is like J.H. Williams. To me, is such an incredible artist. Just such a great draftsman, such a great designer. And when I think of, like award-winning kind of comic art that really pops into my head, Rob Liefeld is an exciting comic artist. He did things that people just weren't doing. And the appeal that it had and the impact that it had was huge for me too. I mean,
you just can't argue with his success.
That's right. And, there was a time when it was like a bad word to be called a 90s artist. And I remember going through that a lot of the time I was at Marvel. That was something I heard online a lot of times, 90s. And, time has really looked favorably on all of that stuff. So am I even making sense? I'm jumping from thing to thing without making a point. But comic art is becoming much more valuable and respected than it once was, and it's becoming a really wise investment, And so I'm really hoping to see a show that's really kind of dedicated to it as an art take off and be something, be something big. So I'm very, very hopeful for the show, and I do think it's really going to take off.
Yeah, I can't wait. So Wayne, one of the winners tonight, said that it went for $132,000.
Wow.
It's been amazing.
Yeah, I could deal with that kind of ridicule. All right, we'll see how this one goes. I'm getting warmed up. I've spent the last couple of days. I got everything drawn, and I've been drawing background detail. Look ridiculous. It's just a lot, and I'm finding it. I can't skimp on the detail. Like I'm almost at the end of the book, and it is so tempting to just go, I could just kind of pull back on this a little bit, use a little bit more silhouette. I didn't want to do that. Anyway, point being that drawing some of the background stuff that I've been drawing is not the same as drawing faces and that kind of thing. So I'm a little rusty.
So Ronnie T asks for tips for drawing teeth. David's last tutorial video, I would definitely look at that. David gives some pretty important tips, I think, for drawing teeth there, as well as I think there's the caricature video. I think we might have some of that in.
Yeah,
the last video.
Yeah, the last tutorial that I put out, it goes pretty in depth in it. It really is all about how to not just draw the teeth, but really draw the jaw, and the hinge, making it open properly so you can open the mouth properly and work really the whole mouth. I didn't go into huge detail for exactly all of the teeth, and that's really because I find with my ideal, my hope with all of the tutorials is that you take them as a great starting point basis, and then you find artists that do it really well. And so I showed a couple of examples at the end of the video. I had Greg Capullo and Kevin Nolan, both artists that draw mouths incredibly. And it really doesn't matter who you pick. You just pick somebody that you like. And like every bit of anatomy, you learn all the basic forms. Bridgman's great for learning how to manipulate forms and turn forms that are different. There are a bunch of different artists that do it really, really well. But to really solidify it, and also you have to decide if you want to work in an illustration field, you need to be doing the kind of work that publishers want to publish. And so you can't just be an island unto yourself. You have to study from the greats. It's fundamental. And I hear way too many times professional artists basically imply that they learn from life or just from fine art and that's it. And it's bull. I mean, I'm here to tell you that I can see their influences. I can see and they do it, and you need to too. So that's a big part of the video.
Jim Klein has a super chat. Congratulations on the launch and successful funding of the Kickstarter. I managed to snag one of the remark slots. Any chance of additional copies of the book becoming available as add-ons?
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, I'm that one. I have to admit, Jim, I don't know what you mean. I will say this: we're going to have the Kickstarter book, which will be a hardcover, and then the retail version of the book is going to be a softcover. So that will be an additional version. Maybe he means like a foil cover or something different like that.
Yeah, Jim. If you want to expand on that, just put that in the chat, and I'll see if I can see it.
I mean the whatchamacallit, sorry. The dust jacket will be foiled and have all the bells and whistles on it.
Francis Langlois, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that. Dave and Eric, you really helped me go back to drawing. Great.
That is awesome. I'm always glad to hear that.
Oh, I see. So I think he's saying if you order the dust jacket, can you have the regular book as an add-on? I think that's what he meant.
If he wants, I think if he wants more than one copy.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I can do that. I think. Let's see. I just deleted the whole thing. Sorry.
Inching closer to 200 backers.
We did hit both stretch goals in the first 30 minutes. So
Really?
That's insane.
Yeah. So thanks. We'll have those out and include it into the Kickstarter. I guess we have to come up with some other stretch goals.
Yeah, we'll have to get a little creative. I can't believe it. Jeez. I thank you, everyone. Really.
What about a patch? A Finch Flock patch? Does anyone want a patch? I saw some cool like embroidered 3D patches.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Do people still use patches?
Yeah. I see that sometimes. You see people that have like a jacket with a ton of them. It's like a kind of a memorabilia sort of a jacket. Now you can't wear that everywhere, but like to a convention, that kind of thing is going to be pretty cool.
Stone Tower Graphics has a super chat. Got the last book, and we'll back this one also. Congrats and super. I'm not sure what that is. Super finally watch live. Always an inspiration for. I guess he's just very inspired by your art there.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. Actually, Stone Tower Graphics, they are a printing company. They did some shirts. I've got some.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
Some Finch Flock shirts there are only a couple of them, and I've got them. So, and they did some other cool stuff too a couple years ago, which was really really appreciated. But yeah, they're a great printing company. If you are looking for printing, I highly highly recommend them. They're very very professional, and they're a huge supporter of the channel too, which very very much appreciated.
Thanks for the super chat. Jason, I think there's some clarification once it on the dust jacket. Did you say it was going to be foil?
Yep, we're going to put some foil on that and embossing. I think those are the only two things that we normally put on the special editions, or a different color to distinguish one from the other. So one might be platinum, the other might be gold. I forget what we asked the printer for. Something along those lines.
I think Tomic had a super chat, which I don't see now. Let me see if I can find it.
I was just looking for something.
Tomic, if you want to... Oh, wait, hold on. There's actually quite a few missed ones, and there's a way to see them all. So Dan Lassard earlier on said, hey, Meredith, Dave, and Eric, and the rest of the flock, Merry Christmas.
Yeah, we got that one.
We saw Adam Meyer, happy holidays, everyone. Southern Comic Geek, I'm trying to add a prelim to my pledge. Are those out?
Yes. Currently, we sold through the first 10, so I have to see how many we have left. We'll probably add some more soon, tomorrow.
Sure. And Dan Lassard's gone, by the way. I don't actually know that, but I guarantee it. He's
Yeah.
He's early to bed.
Yes. Dark Era New Vegas had a super chat. Just ordered everything because why not? Can't wait. Well, thanks for that.
Thank you so
much. Dave's teachings are still unmatched to anything I learned. Back English right away. Deadpool would be awesome. We got Jim Climbs. We got Stone Tower Graphics. Okay, so I'm up to date.
All right, awesome. And thank you very much. Yeah, Deadpool is obviously an awesome character. That's going to be, I think that's the only Marvel movie that's coming out next year is the Deadpool movie. So not a huge amount, and it's all because of the writer's strike. Unfortunately, they're kind of having to. There's going to be a bit of a break, but Deadpool will be out next year, which I cannot wait. You saw the Hugh Jackman with the Wolverine costume, the yellow and the blue, which looks so good. I can't believe they went with the yellow and the blue because it's really, in a comic, it looks great. It looks great on the screen too, like the pictures I saw, but it's a risky thing because, really bright colors like that can sometimes look a little corny maybe in a movie. I can't believe, first of all, that they did it, and I can't believe they pulled it off. I mean, it's very impressive. So, pumped for that movie. It's going to be awesome.
They're putting all kinds of different characters in there too, right? At least that's what the rumors are.
Yeah, I don't know, and I feel like I need to be careful with rumors. So, you know, um, we had a rumor on the channel a little while ago that ended up making some news. So,
Yeah, someone mentioned I saw the '90s Cyclops. There's a picture of Eric, what's his name, Marston in the Jim Lee costume.
oh, really?
That looked pretty sweet.
That's great.
That's going to be what they call that. What fan service, basically, right?
Mhm.
Which sounds like a bad thing, but I mean, fun is what we all want. That's why it's fan service. It's going to be incredible.
I'm looking forward to it. X-23, they're saying, is going to be in it, right?
Yeah, I saw that. Yep. Yeah, I saw she's going to be in it.
Some people saying it might be photoshopped.
And see, when I say I saw that, what I mean is I saw that, that I saw it. I don't know if it's actually official.
Right. Yeah, it's all rumors and hearsay.
Right. So, yeah, I don't actually know. And look, when it comes to all this stuff, I truly know as much as you guys. I don't have any inside track on what's happening with any of the movies. So many of the Marvel movies that have come out, I wouldn't even have seen a trailer. I never watched TV. And that used to sound like such a... You remember there was a time people would say, I don't watch television. You're like, oh, yeah, get out of here or whatever. Such a elitist thing to say. Well, now nobody watches TV because I just watch, Netflix or whatever, and I never see ads, so I never see trailers. So I go into so many of these movies like totally unaware of what I'm getting into, which is really the best way. I actually saw Erick Pulp Fiction that way. Everybody wanted to say, I had just started at Top Cow, very beginning of my career. And I was so worried about getting fired that I basically did nothing but work. And some of the other guys at the studio wanted to watch it, and they were talking about it. And so, yeah, I had no idea what that movie was about going in to watch it. That was an experience.
That's funny. I went on a first date with a gal to watch that movie. She didn't talk to me again after that. I don't know if because I pissed that movie or I was just bad company, but that was...
I heard that a movie is not a good first date.
That was not a good first date movie, but
yeah, because you want to get to know each other or whatever.
yeah, not good.
So it couldn't have been you because she didn't get to know you.
Yeah, well, whichever. It all ended okay, I guess.
Has Tarantino done anything recently?
The last thing he did was the Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Leo DiCaprio movie, right?
Yep.
Which
is a great movie. It's crazy that I, off the top of my head, can't remember the name.
That was definitely good.
Yeah. I didn't expect the whole Manson thing at the end of that.
I haven't watched it yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll love it.
Awesome. I just watched The Irishman, which I was so late on that one, but that was a great movie.
The what?
The Irishman.
Oh yeah, this is like the mob movie. It's Martin Scorsese, is it?
Yeah, great.
We couldn't make it through the first hour. We got kind of bored.
See, I loved it, but I'm a sucker for those movies. I will say that I saw people saying that this is based on somebody's supposed version of events, and they're saying that it's all around kind of Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, well, yeah. I don't want to spoil it. Well, not about Jimmy Hoffa, but about what the theory was in there. But yeah, it was one of the mobsters on his deathbed said that he did it, and that's basically what the movie's about. Yeah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was the movie. That's
there you go. Yeah. So here's my rule: if it's an awesome movie and I like it, then that's the official history as far as I'm concerned. So that's what happened. JFK is Oliver Stone. So who knows what happened, but that's my version because it was a great movie.
Should we do another giveaway?
You know what? I'm actually just about finished with this, so we can just do this one as our next one.
Let me cover these two super chats real quick. JDSCT, what about adding some Kickstarter exclusive pages to the book for a 75K or 100K stretch goal? Not sure how hard that would be. And then Aiden, congratulations on the launch, you guys. I was wondering, has Dave ever drawn the Black Knight? I'd love to see his take on the character.
I have one time I did a commission of Black Knight. Unfortunately, I don't have it to show, but I have drawn him, and he is a very, very cool character. I had a lot of fun. There are so many Avengers characters that I didn't really get a chance to draw. For instance, Thor. Thor wasn't part of the Avengers when I did it, so I kind of missed out on. And there's a reason behind that too. They had this whole Thor thing planned. I'm sure you guys remember the Olivier Coipel Thor run, which was incredible. I think he might even have been dead. Can't remember. But anyway, this one's ready to go. So if you want to do this one, we're
okay. And then Moonlight, please email me. I see you're still active in the chat. Just email me about your magic drawing. My email is in the pinned comment, and whoever wins this sketch, please do the same as well. And let's get everyone chatting so we can. To be eligible to win, you just got to be active in the chat. So now's your chance to get your eligibility.
Can I join?
Yeah, yeah, and it goes without saying there's no special requirements like certain users over others. It's just whoever's viewing tonight and is active in the chat is eligible. There's
no favoritism, and there's also no joining for anybody on this end. We can't be like a convenience store owner winning the lottery.
So technically speaking, Jason, if you're active in the chat.
No, I don't want to take someone's chance away of getting that.
All right, let's see where we are. All right, let's go ahead and roll this one. TJM.
Congratulations, TJ. My applause. Yeah, I'm gonna hit it anyway, even if it's quiet. There you go.
Can you be sure to write his name on the back.
All right.
I mean, unless TJ wants it's personalized, right?
TJ, what do I do? So just if you look at the pinned comment in the chat, in the YouTube chat, all the way at the top, my email address is in there. Just send me an email with your name and address, what you want, and then I'll hand it off to Jason.
Jason Jones says Santa Spidey. Here's the thing, Jason. I would do that because I think it would be a lot of fun. The problem is, since these are giveaways, I don't want to. Kevin Mandeville says rigged. Greg L says congrats on the book. Thank you very much. Samuel Reyes is here. He says congratulations. I saw Jimmy Reyes is here earlier on. I don't know if he's still here, but if he is,
do Santa Spidey. That's cool.
You want it? All right. We're gonna do it. I didn't even have a Spidey on my list here. How did I not have a Spider-Man? This is a problem with Marvel. They have too many characters that are awesome, so you just forget. I mean, come on, it's Spider-Man, and I wasn't even thinking about it.
Okay, so Moonlight did email. He said he didn't realize it was his daughter's nickname. So he emailed me asking what he won. You won the magic. So congrats.
What's the hardest part of the anatomy to draw?
So the backs are the toughest. And the reason for that is your shoulder blade has so much movement and articulation, and there's so many little muscles. And there's also on the back, I'm sure that, I don't know of another area of the body that has so many just thin sheets of muscle kind of layered. And you can get really, really confused because you move it slightly and it's like the entire anatomy is different. So much so that I reference backs. I have to. I've got a few different poses of backs that I can just do out of my head. But for the most part, for me to do backs effectively, I need to reference. And there are artists that just do it. Like Mark Silvestri can draw, but you know what? He's so good. And this is the thing. You want to really gauge how good an artist is. Look at how they can draw backs out of their head, or look at how they draw characters all the way down to the feet, and those feet look planted. Like Frank Frazetta had the most planted figures ever, and it's a skill that that's where you really kind of find the real greats. Mark Silvestri is one of those, and yeah, he could draw great backs. I cannot. So
Eric, is that the same for you?
Yeah, backs are tough. Just because we don't look at them much in day-to-day life, it's kind of hard. We don't really observe that well as that much as well. And then hands are always tricky.
Stelfreeze would tell you, because we had this conversation a while back, that feet were the hardest for him to draw,
yeah,
and to do it properly is a skill in itself.
it really is, and that's Brian Selfrey saying that. And I mean, I would put him up there with any of the greats. So, feet are very, very difficult. Hands, arguably, maybe could be called the most difficult, but it's such a fundamental thing of drawing. You need to do it well. DSCRU Gaming says Ryan Brown stream soon. You know what? We're trying, and we'll keep trying until the channel is gone, which hopefully will be many, many years down the road. I will keep trying to get Ryan Brown to come on.
Yeah.
He has said that he'd be interested. He is so busy though.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's incredible, and I'm dying to have him on one day. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get him, but
Yeah, he had some deadlines that he had to take care of. I'll be reaching out to him again soon. We have an exciting guest in January soon. We'll make an announcement for that once everything's sorted out.
Yeah, an absolute legend in the business. But, who's worked on the most legendary comic ever to have come out, and I don't think that's arguable. You talk about Watchmen, you talk about The Dark Knight, you talk about what are the other, like, the really big ones that stand the test of time. Hush is one of those, I think, with Jeff Loeb and Jim Lee. Dark Victory. I always say Dark Victory is my favorite of those. Long Halloween, I know, but I love Dark Victory. It's my favorite. So, with Tim Sale. But we have an amazing guest coming up who is so incredibly influential to everything that I know about comics, to the Image Comics style.
Well, speaking of Watchmen and hard things to draw, Dr. Manhattan, because I was watching that tonight on HBO.
You say Dr. Manhattan's hard to draw?
Well, certain parts of him, maybe.
Oh, I see where we're getting at. Okay, yeah. Disturbing.
Yeah.
That's how you put it.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Two more super chats. Gerald Lang, congrats on the awesome launch day. A bookmark or trading card would be great stretch goals.
Yeah, and great to see Gerald here. I haven't seen Gerald Lang for a bit. Gerald, where have you been? But you know what? It's great to see you tonight. I really appreciate you coming by.
And then Tagamo Modelworks made it. Missed the Staples stream, but did watch it. Very awesome. Good to see you all. Yeah, it was a great stream.
Great to see you, Tagamo. Thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, Dave and I were just absolutely thrilled to do that stream.
Yes.
We're just such a huge fan of Greg, and he's such a great guy. And his willingness to show how he paints is, it's a pretty big thing. And
well, a dream I've been pursuing for better part of 30 years, trying to figure out how the 2000 AD painters worked.
Mm-hmm.
And get a real answer for it. And there's always I've been learning to paint. Erick's been learning to paint, and we found techniques that work. And there are so many ways to do anything. I mean, there's no right way, and but you know what? As far as I'm concerned, there's a right way. There's a way that those guys paint. So that was my goal for so long. And while you can't match it, like we couldn't possibly match what he was doing on that stream. And if you haven't seen it, I really recommend watching. It was amazing to watch him work. But now we know. So now if I can't make the paint work, I know it's me. It's I don't need to be pursuing some other medium or some trick. It's just my skill with the brush, paper, and acrylic paint and water, and that's it. So yeah, it was huge. Can use webbing.
should we do a giveaway while we're waiting?
Yeah.
There's a good one. It's an X-Men canvas print
Oh, very nice.
of X-Men 200. So this is one of the add-ons for the Kickstarter. This one is you know what? You didn't sign this one, so we won't give this one away. We'll give a different one that is signed.
Okay.
This is what it looks like.
Hold on. Let me grab my mouse. Wait.
So it's pretty big.
And it doesn't really show up well there. It just looks like a print, which, I mean, it is, but it is on canvas, like nice high quality canvas with a glossy finish. They were very, very expensive to produce. So
Awesome.
It'll be signed and numbered.
yeah. They were limited to how many?
100 pieces.
Yeah.
So we don't have that many left.
Awesome. Well, as with the other ones, folks, if you're active in the chat, you'll be eligible to win it. And then whoever wins, just email me. My email address is in the pinned chat right at the top. So we'll give that a few, and then we'll roll it.
Can we ask what the viewers would want to see as remarks for the book? Get maybe some good ideas.
Yeah. Yeah. If you guys have any ideas, you want to put them in the chat, that would be.
Yeah, let's yeah, we can do that after the giveaway. The chat will scroll like crazy now. I don't think we'll be able to hang on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, let's roll this, and then we can do a bit of a poll. Or okay, let's go ahead. Let's see who.
Wait, did somebody just say Simon Bisley? What was that?
I'm not sure. Extreme maybe won.
Really?
He's
Congratulations.
he's a regular.
Yeah. Congratulations. That's awesome.
Congrats. Yeah, send me an email there, Extreme maybe, and we'll get that off to Jason as well. Yeah, I think some people were saying to get Simon Bisley on. Yeah, that would be amazing. Sure.
It really would be.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening. I'm going to be honest with you right now.
Yeah.
We have tried, and it just doesn't seem like it's going to be in the cards.
All right. Once the chat calms down, we can see what remark ideas there will be.
And while we do that, I should mention, just we haven't mentioned for a bit, but we're here for the Marvel Art of David Finch book, available on Kickstarter. At the top of the chat, it's the link for it. And Russ, by the way, we have Russ here. Apologies, Russ. He's our moderator tonight. He always does an incredible job, and you could just throw the link up again. That would be really appreciated. And we have already met the goal, and we met
2 of the stretch goals. Right.
2 stretch goals already tonight because of you guys. And you know what? I love doing this. I love the channel. I love that because of you guys, I've been able to have incredible artists on, like Brian Stelfreeze and Greg Staples and Dan Dos Santos and Erick Kennedy, and I mean, such a great list of artists. I just couldn't have done it without you guys. And I mean, honestly, that's enough for me. You know, it really is. And just being able to do the tutorials, I love doing it. It's very rewarding for me. But I can't tell you how much I really appreciate your support with this. I mean, it means a lot. I really appreciate it.
All right, so there's some requests, I guess, for remarks. Howard the Duck, it's his 50th birthday.
Oh, we're doing that.
80s.
Right.
Let's see if I can write some of these down.
I'm doing one. I love it.
There's 80s Havoc.
Oh, see, that's a good one too.
What was it? 80s what?
80s Havoc.
80s Havoc.
For me,
Mephisto.
that's like Mark Silvestri's X-Men is, look, I love Jim Lee's X-Men. I don't think it could be topped. But I have a special place for Mark Silvestri's X-Men, and that the 80s Havoc is that's the Havoc from that era. So it's always special for me.
Let's see, there's Mephisto. Bishop.
Just great choices.
Beast.
Beast is always great. They're just Marvel has too many characters, too many great characters. And what makes them great? They look great visually, but they've just been written so well over the years by so many great writers. That's really what makes Marvel characters special.
Let's see, Psylocke.
Awesome.
Nightcrawler.
What's obscure? Give us an obscure character.
But we don't want to go so obscure that people be like, what? Did you just,
Well, there's some that we don't normally hear of. Like there's some here like Omega Red.
Omega
Yeah.
Red.
I don't
Morbius.
want somebody to go, I can't believe I paid money for this. Like, how did this just happen to me? I don't want to do that to someone.
Yeah, there's Morbius.
Morbius. Is
Oh, yeah, he's a good character,
Apocalypse.
You guys see the Morbius movie?
I didn't like it.
I don't think anyone saw that. No?
Unfortunately, yeah, I don't think anybody really did.
Yeah.
They can't all...
The trailer was really good, and I think it showed, most of what I wanted to see. But
They can't all be...
let's see.
How about Warlock?
Oh, yeah, Adam Warlock.
No, not Adam Warlock, but New Mutants Warlock.
Oh, yeah. But then you have to draw Kitty Pryde, too. You know what? I'll do it, though. That's fine. I'll do Kitty Pryde with Warlock.
Let's see. Colossus.
Yeah, Colossus. He's great.
Thanos.
Obviously, like everybody knows Thanos now. The whole time I was at Marvel, I never drew Thanos. As a matter of fact, I'm not sure if I've ever drawn him. No, I have. I've drawn him in a sketch.
Here's one which I think will be fun. Any of Spider-Man's rogue, the Shocker.
Yeah, I love the classic costume. I love the classic costume for all of those. Marvel went through a time. So when I took over Avengers with Disassembled and then New Avengers, and this was a New Avengers thing. We had the electric guy from Spider-Man.
Electro.
No.
Shocker.
No. Okay, so here's his costume. He's got here's his eyes. And at the top it goes like this.
That's Electro. Yeah.
Yeah, Electro.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that retro costume.
Okay, I should know this. Anyway, Bendis, when he wrote it, he wrote in the script, costume or no costume, your choice. And or maybe it was an email, I don't know, but I don't know if I was talking to him, but I said definitely costume. And he actually put that in the book. It's he says that line, and that was for me. So I think that's the only time I ever got a line in a Marvel comic.
Here's one you need to do, Dave. Frog Thor.
What Thor?
Frog with Loki. I think Loki turns
Oh
into...
yeah, Frog Thor. I thought you said Rogue Thor. Yeah, Frog Thor.
Let's see.
Classic Walt Simonson.
Yeah, Ghost Rider, Silver Surfer.
Oh, see, yeah, those are both good. Actually, I really wanted to do Ghost Rider tonight too, and I think I'm going to have time for one more after this one. So I think, here's the choices that we have written down for tonight. I've got Captain America, Wolverine. We've done those. Spider-Woman. I have not done that. Maybe I should do Spider-Woman. We've only done one other woman. Venom, Ghost Rider, Black Cat, and Magic. We actually had tacked magic onto the end because I thought it was a great suggestion. But so it's either going to be Ghost Rider or Spider Woman. We need a way of doing a poll on here, Eric.
Yeah. We can.
Yeah, let's do a
Give me a
poll.
second. So it's
All right.
between Spider Woman and
Ghost Rider.
there is a way. There is a way to
Now,
do it.
bear in mind that Ghost Rider would be great. I mean, obviously, but I don't want to just do the male characters either.
Yeah.
But if Ghost Rider wins, Ghost Rider wins.
But wasn't Black Cat one of the requests?
Yeah, but I'd rather, honestly, I love Black Cat. And I did a Spider-Man Black Cat story, actually written by C.B. Cebulski, the current editor-in-chief. And that was a lot of fun. But I did a lot of Spider-Woman in New Avengers, and so she's pretty special for me. I was so upset when she was a squirrel. Couldn't believe it. And I found out when everybody else did. Bendis learned his lesson. I hate to say this. He learned his lesson about telling me secrets. I can't keep my mouth shut. So there was Ronin was a character in New Avengers, and okay, I'm just going to tell you guys. So Ronin was going to be okay. You know what? Unless Bendis was just gaslighting me, but I don't think he was. It was going to be Daredevil. And I went and told somebody in a bar while drunk, and that person told everybody. And next thing you know, it was all over the place. And I got a call from Tom Brevoort, who's such a great editor. He's still such a great editor, and he was a little, upset. So it ended up getting changed to Echo. Or it was going to be Echo the whole time, and I just didn't know. But yeah. All right. So I am finished with this one.
So I used to be able to create a poll pretty easily. I think I'm missing it here. So we can go with the old school. So who's it between? It's between Spider-Woman and Ghost Rider. Was that it?
Yeah.
Okay. So if anyone wants Ghost Rider, type 1 in the chat. If anyone wants Spider-Woman, type 2. Let's see what we see. We'll just have to have a guesstimate here. So 1 for Ghost Rider, 2 for Spider-Woman.
I don't have a drum roll,
There's a lot of ones.
so I'll just do it.
A lot of 2s. Is that like a 1 for you, Jason?
That's a 1 for me, yeah.
All right. Ghost Rider it is.
Ghost Rider it is. All right. I'm not surprised.
Wait, did we give away the Spidey?
Oh, we didn't even give away the Spider-Man. So yeah.
Yeah. So everyone get active in the chat, and that's how you become eligible. And then to the lucky winner, my email address is in the pinned comments on top of the chat. And just email me your name and address and what you won, and I'll get that off to Jason. So I'm going to go ahead and roll it. Ellie. E-L-Y. Ellie. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Ellie.
Yay, Ellie.
Woo! Awesome. All right.
Just write her name on the back. Don't forget.
Oh, yes. All right. So here comes Ghost Rider. My best attempt at drawing. You know what? I've drawn a lot of skulls, but tonight will be the night I totally blow it.
Should we do another giveaway? This will be the last giveaway, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, we might as well give it a minute. Just.
So Ellie, please email me, and like I said, and then also Extreme Maybe. I haven't seen your email yet. Please email me as well.
Well, Extreme, maybe we can track him down.
He's a regular.
I've seen him in. Did I see him this year? I think I saw him this year in New York. I know I saw him last year. I lose track of my. So this was part of my how to draw mouse video. I can't just lower the jaw to open it. just straight, because then I just end up with a really long jaw, which is ridiculous.
I'll see if I can catch up with super chats. Chat's very active, so forgive me those who have sent super chats. Let me see if I can get to them. Let's see. RT Designs, I finally got a notification you were live. Glad I made it in time. Back at number 48, just in case. May you and your family have a Merry Christmas.
Yeah, you too. And good to see you. I saw RT, actually. I saw him chatting just a bit ago. And thank
Samuel
you, by
Reyes.
the way.
Yeah, thanks. Samuel Reyes, hope everyone is doing well. I hope Meredith recovers quickly. I don't know how many of these you plan to do tonight, but I figured I would throw out Ghost Rider as a suggestion. Well, here it is.
Yep.
And then congrats on the Kickstarter.
Yeah, thank you.
And then Sandipan Mitra. Hi, I'm a noob trying to figure out how to get into character design and storyboarding. Can you guys please help me out with what to do and what not to do?
Okay, so that covers a bit of ground, because there's what to do in terms of study and what you learn and how you approach, the knowledge aspect, the drawing aspect of that. And then there's what to do to get into those things. That's a tough one. And I'm going to say this. It seems to me like to get into concept art, character art, that kind of thing, going to school at a place that kind of funnels to studios is a really good way to go. Like Savannah College of Art is a really, really good one for that. I'd really recommend them. There are some other ones too, and I'm no expert, truthfully, but
There's School of Visual Arts in New York, right?
yeah, and there are companies that will go and they come and check out the work of up and coming artists. They're always looking. So yeah, I really recommend that. And they also, aside from just being able to get you connections, they're really knowledgeable about all of the programs that you would be using, because that is definitely a factor with video games, and all the fundamentals that kind of underpin that stuff. So I'd really recommend those schools. Kubert School is a great one. Really recommend the Kubert School. They, and obviously for comics, I mean they're incredible, but they can train you not just to do comics, and they do train you not just to do comics, but so many other art careers too. So they're really good. In terms of the skills that you need, you need comic book art skills, frankly, especially for storyboarding. You need to learn how to tell a story visually, and that means learning how to get really comfortable with perspective, especially perspective that you can just make up on the fly without having to go through a ton of work. And that's a real skill, but it's very learnable. It's just, just like everything else. So, and blocking and composition, framing, and also how the camera moves. That's something that's really different than with, drawing for comics. So for instance, what I mean is I can draw, here's my guy, he's standing there. Very nicely drawn. I'll even give him feet. Here we go. And this is my frame, and I can start here. And then what they would do, I don't really 100% know. So don't take me, but you draw like an arrow like this, and then that indicates to the director that the frame is tracking down the figure. I think it'd be more likely that you start at the bottom and go up, but you can do this with all kinds of different shots, and it's called a pan. You never see that in a comic, but that's something you need to know for storyboarding. So I don't know. Obviously, I'm no huge expert. I apologize, but really, ultimately, the ability to draw figures well, quickly, is very, very important for storyboarding. They don't need to be utterly beautiful and detailed, but they do need to be effective. And that's a comic artist skill.
So there are over 200 backers, Dave.
I have a YouTube channel that I would recommend for learning how to do a lot of that stuff. That's me. I was recommending my channel. And yeah, 200 backers. It's awesome.
Yeah, I would say that Dave's YouTube channel is just golden. Anything you need to know, it's there in some form or fashion. It's. I don't
And
think
then
there's
if you
anything
wanna-
we haven't gone over, Dave.
And well, I haven't gone over the kinds of things that Marco Bucchi does incredibly well.
Yeah, I know this. I know we've been toying with the idea of painting tutorials and stuff like that. But I mean, truly, a lot of the live streams, cover that as well. But
Right, but a lot of the computer coloring kind of techniques, that sort of thing, there are some really great channels for learning that stuff, and I'd really recommend you check that out. So,
well, we had a good one with Dan DeSantis with digital. That was great.
yeah, that was a really great one.
Vincent was asking if there's any camp programs, and I know the Kubert School does that each summer for I think 1 week or 2 weeks. I guess there's different programs, but if you check them out, they have I guess on campus type things where there's dorms and stuff for the week if you're not local. So give them a look see.
And they do online courses too.
Online courses too, yeah.
Which one was that, Jason?
Vincent, the Kubert School.
Okay. There's also Ryan Benjamin's Comic Book Pro Bootcamp, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Proco.
Yeah, Proco has a Marvel, and also Dave's course on creating a comic book page.
From Proco.
Yep, on Proco.
So, well, that's what you meant, yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, there are so many resources out there, and it's important to know just how much crossover there is in terms of skill. The skill that it takes to draw a comic is really the skill that you need to do storyboarding effectively. And you don't need the cleanliness and the detail, but you do need the clarity and the storytelling ability. And storytelling is, I've covered that slightly on the channel, really not that much. It's something I really should try and cover more. The truth is, though, I'm not a terrible storyteller, but I'm not not exactly a genius with you. I'm not a great designer. I'm not a great storyteller. Like there are really levels to everything. Those aren't really my strong suits. So, Jason, by the way, for those of you who don't know, Jason Schachter is the owner and boss of Essential Sequential. And he has a lot of artists that he represents, some incredible artists. And so what you see behind him is a room full of art from some of the best artists in the world. Some really, really amazing stuff. And he was showing us just before we started up some stuff that he's got behind him. I was saying, hey, what do you have just, sitting around? And so I was wondering if maybe I could, you guys really need to see some of this.
Well, this was stolen. This Brian Stelfreeze just finished last week. It's going to be a Vampirella cover.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And she is blue, and it doesn't even it reads like skin. It looks like skin, and she just fades all the way down to blue at the bottom, and it really works. And that's just color mastery. That's really amazing. It's a beautiful.
Brian is so good.
Yeah, he's really incredible. It's a huge piece too.
It's it looks the work oversized. I just realized there's some Juanjo Garnido pieces that nobody picked up from New York.
He does Black Sad. I know you guys know all this, but yeah, amazing. He was in New York. He was at the booth that I was at, right behind, the whole weekend, and I never went up to talk to him at all. I avoided him the whole time because
You should talk to him. Super nice guy.
Too intimidated.
John Timms just sent me a package of some stuff. So there's some covers from Shazam.
So
Yeah.
good.
Beautiful.
Incredible.
There was a big head one too.
The big head one. Let's see.
So John Timms, we saw a couple, and I mean they're all really amazing.
It is this one of Bizarro. I don't know if it came out yet. So
Look at that. Oh, you didn't want. Oh, you know what? I didn't want to pressure you to show it.
No,
How
I think
amazing that
it's
looks.
been previewed.
Hopefully, we don't get in trouble. That is such a beautiful cover.
No, we won't. I just got this for myself, a Brett Booth X-Men piece. So I just got to get that one inked. It's pretty psyched for this one.
Amazing.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a little light.
You can't forget
unfortunately.
what you did on the. What else do we got? Some David Finch stuff.
Yep. Penguin.
Oh yeah, that thing. Yeah,
You don't like this one, huh? I like this one.
yeah. Well, thanks. I don't like it.
No, there's Mateo gave me some new stuff too last week. If you enjoy Mateo Scalera art, that is.
Yeah, I think everybody does.
So,
I got to meet him actually for the first time in Abu Dhabi. I think I said that earlier on, but yeah, he's a great guy too, and he's, I mean, really incredible.
enjoy his ink wash pieces.
Oh yeah, he's amazing. Think wash.
So this
He
is
posted a pretty sweet Batman piece to his Instagram.
yeah, we saw those actually to one of the big wigs in Abu Dhabi last week. This is going to be his cover to his new sketchbook that we're working on. So his little preview of his art
Wow.
cover.
It's beautiful. Look at those hands.
Awesome. Yeah.
No feet though, huh?
No feet. You know what though? The hands make up for it. It's really amazing.
Ugh. What else do you want to see? We've got
Andrew Robinson.
oh, you know what? Hold on, I got to show you something.
Okay. I'm a massive Andrew Robinson fan, so.
All right, this one just came in yesterday. This is a commission that he did for us.
Wow. Wow. I saw that on your phone.
Yeah.
But I mean, seeing the whole picture big, I've got the big screen right in front of me. That's amazing.
It's great.
Good. The chimney is just shipping supplies. There's not,
It's a pizza oven.
yeah, it's not anything that we're going to turn to dust. And as a side, let's just show these again, I guess, while we're waiting. This is going to be one of the golden ticket prizes.
Yeah, there you go. The Rocket Raccoon. And that's from a live stream for the passing of Keith Giffen just about 2 months ago.
Mm-hmm.
So we got that one, and these are the two others. So we'll have a few other giveaways. Venom and Zombie Guy. So the golden ticket is everyone who supports the Kickstarter. We'll randomly insert some golden or gem tickets in them for you to get some of these prizes.
Awesome.
What else do we got? Nobody wants to see any Arthur Adams stuff or Klaus Janson, right?
Yeah, you know, I think a few people want to see that.
Klaus just sent me some head sketches that were owed for some fans.
Wow.
So, Dr. Doom, Kang.
That's awesome. Look at the inking on his chest piece there. That's the stuff that just makes him a legend. Really beautiful.
So those are Well, these are just some small remarks that we have to put on Arthur
That's awesome.
to go with the other Turtles pieces that are floating around. But
Well, if you want to do another giveaway, we could do that, and then this one should be finished in a few minutes, and we can wrap it up, and I'll go to bed.
yeah, I'm gonna have dinner and then go to bed.
Dinner, and then yeah.
Okay, so the last giveaway, at least on our end, my end, is the Monday night season draw, and this one has a Venom remark in it.
Wow, awesome. All right. And to be eligible, everyone, just be active in the chat. I think you know the drill by now. And then just email me. My email address is in the pinned comment at the top of the chat. Awesome.
All right.
We're gonna do one more, I guess, Kickstarter show at the end of the project. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll give away some more stuff then.
Yes.
Just to double check, Jason, we're giving away that David Finch book with a remark, right?
Yep. So it's
Okay.
Monday Night Season 1 hardcover with a Venom remark.
Okay. I can go ahead and roll that if you're good.
As you see fit.
Okay, here we go. Allison McGlone.
Allison, congratulations.
Allison, nice.
Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Alan.
Congrats. Yeah, go ahead and email me if you can, Allison.
So that goes into that pile. That goes into that pile.
Jason, what was your Xbox handle again?
JBolt14.
Jay what?
JBolt. JAYBOLT 14.
All right. I think we're going to be slaying zombies.
And it's crossplay with
PC and Xbox.
and PlayStation, right?
And PlayStation, yeah.
So yeah, I'll find you on there, and I apologize in advance.
I mean, you couldn't be much worse than I was. Well, maybe you could, but
Yeah, no, I could.
Well, there's a lot of good stuff you can get from Tier 1, which is, I mean, it's, the minute you start getting into Tier 3 is when it gets really hectic. I haven't gone into Tier 4 yet, but if you pack a punch or gun, you're pretty good in Tier 1 and 2, at least.
Check it out, Eric.
What your goal is to get all these schematics for items, and there's a lot of good schematics in Tier 1 and 2.
Check it out, Eric. I'm inking with a brush.
Yeah.
And you know what this is? This is like what, sketch number 5 or so. I'm getting like relaxed into it. And yeah, it makes such a difference from how clunky it is when I start.
that's pretty cool.
I cannot ink with a brush normally.
Was that one of the commission requests that we took a while ago? Was it Thor, Punisher, or Ghost Rider?
Yes. It was the poll that we did?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
The poll, but a few months ago, no, I guess it's more than a few months ago that we had some of the paid commissions that we took.
Oh, yes, I still have one. Yeah. I got in trouble for that when I got back. I didn't do a huge amount of sketches. Abu Dhabi was too much fun to be sketching too much, unfortunately. If you ever have the chance to go, and they have Warner Brothers theme park right down. So where we were, by the way, Henry Jeremick, are you still here? We were right by the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, building facility. Whatever, it's massive. So I had just watched that race, the last Formula One race of the season, And next thing you know, I'm right there. And so the whole time we were at the convention, you could hear cars going because they have races of just different classes of cars all the time. It was incredible. And there's a Warner Brothers theme park there with like a Batman experience that is like being, in Gotham City. It's ridiculous. They have a Ferrari theme park, if you can believe it, that was amazing. All kind like with actual like Ferrari Formula One cars that you can walk up to and can't touch them, but they're there right in front of you. It was amazing. So, and the fastest roller coaster on the face of the earth, the Ferrari roller coaster. They've got a couple there, but yeah, one of them is the fastest on earth. I didn't go on it. Say what you want.
So Ely, ELY, I think you won the Spider-Man sketch. If you can please send me an email. It was ELY in the YouTube chat. I think everyone else is. I've got their emails.
So if we don't have it by the time David's finished with this one, should we give it to somebody else?
Yeah, because we'll be wrapping directly after this one. So let's leave it right to the end. I don't want to, but we don't want to not give it away too. So yeah, and I apologize, Eli, if you don't get it, but you do have to respond. So hopefully you'll get back to us quickly. So I hate to do that to you, but we want to make sure that these, go out to someone. So
we do have some new creators coming on board shortly. So yeah, keep checking the site. Actually, we'll have a new website too, very shortly. So
yeah, you've been way too busy with conventions this year. It's been a mad convention season.
I don't, it's funny. During the pandemic, I think I got used to staying at home. So I think I actually prefer not leaving the house.
Yeah.
But I do enjoy seeing everybody and traveling a bit, so I can't complain too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I like staying home, truth be told. Well, in Abu Dhabi, there was a desert excursion that I missed just because we did all kinds of stuff. I was having a great time, but I was just burnt. And so I skipped it. And it turned out to be, I think, the coolest part of the whole trip. Like everybody was raving about it. So, well, you tell them you were there, Jason.
Yeah, it was really cool. You could see some pics on our Instagram. But they took us dune bashing, which was these like, I don't know, forerunner type things. And we just, would go through the dunes like you would in dune buggies. But it was like a roller coaster, but in the middle of the desert. It was super cool.
But then, they don't let you drive.
They don't let you drive because you'd probably, we'd kill ourselves for sure.
Right.
And then they took us to this, spot where they fed us, and there was belly dancers, and we could take camel rides and take ATVs around.
Yeah, I saw Sean Crystal and
Mateo,
yeah, on a camel.
yeah, it was pretty good stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like, I feel like a once in a lifetime thing until we go next year. So hopefully I get to go again next year. But it was really cool. It was really scenic. I never, thought I'd be in the middle of the desert in the Middle East.
That was a convention. I was having such a good time. I tried my very best to be as good a guest as I could possibly be because I want to go back. Oh, yeah. That's one way you don't want to devote your way out of coming back to it.
I think everyone had a good time.
I think so.
Okay, so Eli or Eli, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it. They will be emailing me in a second, so we should be good there.
Okay, great. So, did we just give something away? Did we do anything?
Alison McGlone won.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Monday Night Draw season 1.
So I think for the last thing, it's going to be this sketch right here, which will be finished in just another 3 minutes. That's my estimate. And it's 10:09, so we're not too far away from. I do like to try and limit them to 2 hours, for the sake of all of us, you guys included. I know you guys got stuff to do, so
I
we
got
won't keep you all night.
some zombies to kill.
Zombies to kill. Yeah, that's right.
Have you ever drawn Ghost Rider professionally before, like in any of the books?
You know what? The only time I ever drew him, it was long before I got to Marvel. I was still at Top Cow, and we did a Marvel crossover. And Joe Benitez was doing a book that had Ghost Rider in it, and we were all behind, like at various times. So I don't want to throw Joe under the bus because I was behind and got help too, but he fell behind on his. So I drew Ghost Rider on a couple of pages. It was a Ghost Rider. God, I can't remember, Witchblade maybe. Anyway, it's a book from ages ago, and I did a little bit of Ghost Rider in that, and that's the only time. The whole time I was at Marvel, I never drew him. And I really wanted to. I think my biggest fear of drawing Ghost Rider maybe should have been the skull, but is the motorcycle. And I love motorcycles. I mean, I love motorcycles, but they are hard to draw, you know. Which is why when I see artists like Mateo, for instance, just rock a motorcycle or something, you know, like any kind of a vehicle, it just I don't know how they pull it off.
And Sean Murphy draws a mean motorcycle too.
Well, he's the best vehicle artist ever. I think, you know, like they just have so much flair. Like, oh, so good at it. Yeah. And I always say, if you really like how somebody does something, you need to try and steal it from them. And here I am getting upset that they do it so well. And I need to. We need to do a Sean Gordon Murphy study stream and a Mateo stream. You know who I'd really like to do next, though, Eric?
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to do this soon. Is a Ryan Otley study stream.
Oh man, that would be good and exceptionally challenging at the same time. That would be great.
Yeah, let's do that.
His figures are so dynamic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd really like to do that soon.
That would be a lot of fun.
Who's the best Ghost Rider artist that you can think of?
Mark Texiera.
Teixeira.
Teixeira, yeah.
Is it Teixeira? I always call him Texiera.
I've said Teixeira, but I think I've heard Teixeira.
I've never called him that to his face because I mean, when you're talking to somebody, you don't say "Hi, Mark Texiera." You know? So I've never gotten it from him. He seems too nice. Like I'm sure, however I would have said it, it's not like he would have.
Do you remember Trent Kaniga?
Yeah, I would have said Kanuga, but again, I don't know.
I
But-
love his Ghost Rider.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm done. Stopping. Okay, I'm not stopping, but we're good to.
Yeah, we can go ahead and roll it if you want. All right, here comes the sea of spam. Love it. To be active or to be eligible, everyone, just be active in the chat right now. And then email me if you're the winner with your name and your address and that you won this piece.
How many people does it say are?
Currently, there's 162. I normally try to get it as close as I can to 200. That's kind of where it normally hovers. Let's see how many we can get here. That's a nice active chat.
Art 9 says one. One Mighty R says one.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and roll it. All right, good luck. Skip Edwards.
Skip
Edwards, congratulations. Way to go. You got the last sketch of the day. Well, way to go. So here we go. Let me put them all out here. There's a bunch.
Skip Edwards says, "Pick me." We did.
There you go. Can I? Will they all get on here? You know what? They won't all get on here, but yeah, there's a bunch of them today. Yeah, I was really worried after the first one that even drawing smaller, I wasn't going to go faster, but ultimately they kind of sped up. So,
Which one's your favorite?
Mine?
Huh?
Spider-Man.
Yeah, I was about to say, I like it. They're all great, but that Spider-Man's awesome.
Yeah. So thank you, really, everyone, so much. Not only for being here, but also for your support over the Kickstarter. It's already doing so well. So I really, really appreciate it from all of you guys. I don't think we're gonna. Oh, you know what? I need to talk to Ryan Benjamin. We're going to be doing a stream just after Christmas. We need to work out the details. We've already talked about it, but I'm going to be doing a stream with Ryan Benjamin just after Christmas. So I won't see you guys before Christmas. So Merry Christmas to all of you that celebrate Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you that don't. And I'll see you shortly after. And really, thank you everyone so much again. Have a great week. Have a great holiday. And we'll see you all soon.
Yeah, and Skip, please email me. I don't think you realize he's won just yet. So Skip Edwards, you won. Please email me. And yeah, awesome.
All right.
Great.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Good night, everybody.
Right.